In 2012, I completed a quest. I had set out to find 1,001 examples of companies that strive to exceed customer expectations via a concept I call a purple goldfish. Signature extras that help win customers and influence word of mouth. What became clear to me during my research is that the best brands that focused on customers also embraced the same concept with employees. They realized that taking care of employees and investing in the little extras for staff helps build a dynamic, healthy culture. Here's a great quote by Vince Burks of Amica Insurance explaining this exact focus. The concept of Lagniappe is not just part of our brand ethos, it is ingrained in everything we do. It therefore extends to our most valued resource, our employees. In fact, that is the secret to our success. Excellent benefits, advancement opportunities, a real work-life balance, and an open and regular line of communication with each other and with senior management. Taken together, we give our employees all they need to succeed and more. This is absolutely essential. Satisfied employees lead to satisfied customers. Long-term employees lead to long-term relationships with customers, and pride, trust, and morale are all contagious. Further, well-trained long-term employees know how to get the job done quickly, efficiently, and effectively. They know their customers, they know their colleagues, they know their company, and they therefore know how to get to yes with ease and a sense of grace. This is good for the customer, this is good for the company. Satisfied employees do indeed lead to satisfied customers. If purple was all about customers, why is green symbolic for employees? There are 3 reasons. The first is New Orleans. Green is one of 3 colors of Mardi Gras. The colors are purple, green, and gold. New Orleans is the birthplace of Lagniappe, the overarching concept for giving more than expected. The second reason deals with money and the need to connect with employees beyond dollars. Studies show financial compensation is not a strong long-term motivator. Money can be more of a hindrance than a help. The third and final reason for green is about growth. When you are green, you are growing. When you are ripe, you start to rot. Green goldfish are the little things that can make a big difference in establishing culture. Let's look at a company that leveraged the concept of a green goldfish. Years ago, HCL Technologies needed a transformational change. New CEO Vineet Nayar decided to make a statement. He set out a new strategy: employees first, customers second. Vineet understood the importance of interactions between frontline employees and the customer. He called these 24 inches the value zone. He drew inspiration from Mahatma Gandhi and his famous Dandi March. Gandhi walked to the sea to make salt in order to protest the British government and their monopoly on salt. This small action ignited change, becoming a catalyst that led to a large-scale uprising. Nayar knew he needed actions and not just words. One of his Green Goldfish changes he made on the journey was an online forum called You and I. Employees could ask any question to the senior team at HCL. It was an open site where everyone could see the question, the questioner, and the answer. Employees responded favorably, as noted by this comment. This is the biggest change we've ever seen at HCL in years. Now we have a management team that is willing to acknowledge the dirt. Why open the window of information? Vineet uses the analogy of an Amsterdam window. Having previously lived myself in Amsterdam, I can attest that their windows are immense. They're a throwback to the modest Calvinist period where subtle expressions of wealth, such as being able to afford to pay the highest window tax, were favored by the rich. In words of writer Joanna Tweedy, today the century-old glass, beautifully imperfect, frames the olive green waters outside and lets the natural light and the eyes of curious tourists peer in. While visiting Amsterdam, Vineet pointed out the windows and asked his friend who owned a canal house, "Why so large?" His friend mentioned all the obvious reasons like letting the light in and enjoying the view of the canal, but then offered a more interesting answer. It keeps the house clean. It turns out the bigger your windows are, the more glass you have, the more visible your dirt is to you and everyone who visits or passes by. In Vineet's words, if you can see the dirt, you'll be much more likely to get rid of it. A transparent house has a dramatic effect on the culture inside. It turns out of the 75 possible drivers of employee engagement, the one that's rated the most important is the extent to which employees believe that their senior management had a sincere interest in their well-being. Transparency is key to engaging employees and winning trust. Motivation for employees today is sagging. Reports show that motivation has fallen off at more than half of all companies. In these difficult times, how can you boost morale and drive performance? The answer is simple: by doing the little extras beyond compensation to demonstrate commitment to your employees. I created the Green Goldfish project to see how companies go above and beyond to create these little extras. And I collected more than 1,000 examples. A few key themes emerged. Specifically, the 15 different types of green goldfish can be categorized in the 3 B's. The first B is building, creating a stable environment where people can thrive. One of the green goldfish in building is transparency. Sunlight is indeed the best disinfectant. It can create a transformative environment. An example of this comes from the RAND Corporation. RAND offers an open door policy at all levels. Anyone can make an appointment to meet with the CEO, executive VPs, or any of the other VP staff. The company leadership also hosts small group lunch meetings as well as coffee get-togethers for open Q&A. The second B is belonging. Belonging is about enabling high-functioning teams and recognizing their efforts. One green goldfish in belonging is flexibility. Flexibility is about control, and everyone wants flex. According to research, if there's one work perk that rises above the rest, it's flexible work arrangements. An example of this can be found at IKEA. The furniture retailer offers a range of alternative work options to help employees balance work-life commitments, including flex hours, compressed work weeks, and job sharing arrangements. The third B is becoming. Becoming is about empowering employees to learn, give back, and take control of their destiny. A green goldfish in becoming is training and development. Investing in your employee involves training and development, going the extra mile to allow employees to learn how to become the best version of themselves. An example of this can be found at the Container Store. They emphasize training, and employees receive on average over 160 hours a year. Typical turnover in retail is 100%, but at the Container Store, it's around 15 to 20%. Let me share some final thoughts. A green goldfish is a beacon for your employees, an offering that demonstrates that you care. They need to be given in an authentic way. If it comes across as forced or contrived, you'll eliminate all of the goodwill and negatively impact your culture. A green goldfish is not a quick fix or for those seeking immediate results. It's equivalent to working out every day. Culture gradually builds and improves over time. Start small when adding signature extras and add more gradually. The best brands are those that boast a whole entire school of Green Goldfish for their employees.